things up, so it's just taking a lot
Yeah,
of
it
initial
is.
memories.
It is all started up and ready to go. I have my notes loaded up. I am good. Let's go.
Notes is for chumps.
Okay, better pulls that
It's
then.
helpful for me to remember the names that I need to remember, considering Link is supposed to be good at remembering names when I most definitely am not.
Names are for chumps.
I think the only notes I have is just of people I've met off screen, kind of. So it's like I barely remember shit unless I remember it myself.
I've erased a couple of names, unfortunately, but I do have a few like on here. Like I have all the names of the other adventurer guys. Uh, oh no, I erased the name of the. Oh wait, no, I didn't. I remembered Olgaroth's name because he was like the best goddamn dwarf we've ever met. Well, to be fair, that was the first dwarf we ever met, and they're basically all like that. So you know. Anyway, I'm good to go.
Okay. Any chance that you could leave us a note when you do leave, just so it's clear? I mean, I know you said a month, but the thing is that I'm pretty sure time is a little wonky inside the Feywild, so we may not know exactly how long we've been. All right, that works too. I will shake his hand, I guess, as the leader of this expedition and the leader of the party. I'm sure he is.
Lake is excited too and trying to hide it, but is questionable about how successful that trying to hide it is. You can always roll deception.
Aurelia is also excited, but I think it's hiding it very successfully because it perfectly mixes with the nervousness. They
Yeah,
cancel each other out.
Yeah, he's trying to hide it, but you know.
Yeah, Lake's hiding it pretty well, I think.
All right, well, let's go.
Yeah.
After me. And Aurelia goes through the portal. I wave. She hates seeing me go, but she loves watching me leave.
No.
All right, let's go.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna be the last one in, or even after the mage, because of how like my character build is. So I motion green and she goes, go ahead.
Right. I go in front. Begrudgingly.
I'm not in front. Aurelia is in front. Aurelia wants to go in first.
No, in front of Lay.
Okay.
And then I motion to Magus Norum. I'm like, go ahead.
He's probably gone on ahead of me.
All right, so I go in last, despite being pretty excited about the whole ordeal. Yeah, probably. Doesn't trust trees.
Yeah, complaining just like, I'm gonna just be covered in goop. Weird tree sex goop. That's her thing, right?
As far as I know.
All right. So now we're inside, right? Right. It's not like that. Hmm.
What?
Hmm. Right.
I think I still have control over Cereal. So, yeah, I do. So I'll take Cereal. So I'll roll for her as well. If I can find the right thing, our perception. She molds much better than I do.
Nice. Multi-sun action.
Okay, that's new.
What's new?
I point upwards at the sky.
Oh, yeah. Hey, do I recognize that? Would that be a thing that I recognize, considering my backstory? No. No, like is the Feywild the place where I took the whole warlock like proving thing? Okay. All right. Okie dokie. I didn't know if it was like I was transport. Like I have no idea how that actually worked. I just gave you the idea. So. I mean, is that a quill in his pocket, or is he just excited to see the Feywild? Well, I mean, I can't exactly tell you how accurate that is either, so.
I'm just gonna keep playing it safe.
Okay, well, that's all great, but let's not lose sight of the reason that we're here. So, we don't see anyone around, do we?
Okay. Like is just too busy looking at like their feet or something.
No, Lake actually does see someone and then realizes that.
Meanwhile, I was like, Serial just keeps stealing my good rolls.
Okay.
I turn around. Oh, hey, Grunesh.
All right. So, okay,
Hey.
first order of business, we're gonna have to explore and find someone, I guess, to give us directions or to help us figure out what we need directions to. Honestly, I'm starting to think maybe I'm underprepared, but I'm not sure exactly what more preparation I could have done. So, let's see. Actually, okay, for first order of business, I'm gonna pull out my my deed, my piece of paper, and just look at it again and see if, I don't know, anything magical has happened.
Oh,
For what? Is it divination? Okay, cool. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Just don't, hurt it or whatever.
Well, they go on.
I mean, I know it doesn't, but I just wanted to check.
While that's going on,
Okay, she hands both parts of it over. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, while that's going on, I offer the suggestion to Sariel that maybe she should jump a little bit to get a good idea of what's around us.
Okay, yeah, she fucking loves jumping, so why not? Oh yeah, she jumps and then she doesn't fall down. She starts looking around to see if she can see anything. Okay.
And that something is?
Oh wow.
Oh,
Very
she saw
nice
some
looking.
deer. Hell yeah.
Magical deer.
And then Rivendell in the distance.
She tells us about the deer and then she's like, oh yeah, and also some buildings, I guess. I feel that's a very serial move. It's not as cool as an real elven city, I get, but it's all right, I guess.
It's literally cooler than any elven city. Serial should shut up. Oh, sweet.
Okay. Well, I need to use the bathroom anyway, so this is a good opportunity for me.
Oh. So I wasted my time going before this.
Apparently.
Apparently, yeah. Glad I thought about that jumping thing before things started getting slow. Oh wow, I just noticed I still have control over Aurelia for some reason.
Sorry?
Apparently I still got control over your character for some reason. Must have been when I took over a character previously.
Yeah, well, don't use that when I'm here, then, I guess.
Don't worry, I have no intention of doing that, don't worry. Taking control of Aurelia, because apparently I still have control over her for some reason. But I don't plan to do any of that, so. I know I could, but it doesn't bother either way. Just don't use it. In my case. got my.
Can I just quickly ask what spell Lauren cast exactly and what information it revealed? Right. No. I mean, I'm sure we're going to the giant city anyway. I was just trying to figure out exactly what, because like if he's using that object, what would he be learn? Like, what would it demonstrate? Some kind of connection between the thing and the city? Like, that was what I was just trying to figure out. I see. So he was trying to find Aurelia's mom with that spell because it was her possession before. I see. Okay. Because I mean, that would still be useful for him to do, though, because he could figure out if she's in the city. I see. Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to cast it as a ritual, and that got interrupted then when we saw the city. And
also, I don't remember if I ever named Aurelia's mom. Okay, fair enough.
Also, for the purposes of the journey, I will be using my silk rope of climbing to help everyone.
Can you tell me what her name is? Because unless Aurelia wouldn't know. Oh, that's fair. Okay, that's gonna make it harder to ask after her.
Is there? Huh. Oh well.
Sweet.
As a matter of curiosity, Grenache reaches for one of his two moonstones and just presses it against one of the faces of crystal wall, basically, and just compares it. Um. Right. That's a save roll. I'm saying that this will all be the same thing anyway. Oh wow. That's with a minus. Mineralogist, yeah. Hmm.
Hmm. I wonder what they could possibly represent. Yep. I don't know if Aurelia knows about any of this, though. I forget what she learned when she was talking about Eladrin before, but... Well, yes, she knows that part. Yes.
The full what now?
Yeah, the 4 different types of comedy.
Hunash just looks on as if he spoke an alien language. Welcome back.
I don't know, I assume that was Kalon.
Oh.
Are you finished drowning in the toilet, Kalon? Rip. Rip.
I'm sorry if I'm having too much fun with it.
Testing? There we go.
There we go.
I was wondering why nobody was letting me speak when I was going to be like, just to be annoying. I'm just silently whispering to Aurelia every time a red one passes by. Is that your mom? Is that your mom? Is that your mom? Is that your mom? Yes! I don't know how Eladrin work. Come on. Anyway, I've heard all of your colorful descriptions at least, so. Are they staring at all of us equally, or is it specifically like one person? Like maybe Aurelia. Okay.
All of us or Aurelia? Well, Aurelia is going to answer either way. I am Aurelia de Tavrani di Viana. I am from the city-state of Viana, although, well, I'm the princess of Viana, although it's in a different, how would you say, realm, a different plane, as it were. So,
yeah, we're from there.
Yes. My mother, however, is from this plane, so that is why we are here. We are trying to find her. Yes. So I'm half Eladrin, as you would say. Is this? Are we speaking in Sylvan, or did he speak to us in Elven? Interesting.
Oh, I understand about half of this.
Well, I'm understanding it.
I guess you could tell that we weren't Eladrin then.
Well, I'm definitely not.
Well, I mean, really, only half is. I thought that their native language was Sylvan. Wait a second. How could they possibly have the same native language as elves who have lived in the prime material plane for forever? This doesn't make any sense. I call bullshit.
Migration, maybe?
Is this something to do with that stupid tree? Wait, who speaks Sylvan then? Just like fairies and dryads and shit?
Yeah,
whatever.
Pretty much.
Well, I don't know her name as such, nor do I have like a picture of her. I think would recognize her if I saw her. You know, it's been a very long time though. I haven't seen her since
Things start suddenly dawning to like it's like, oh, this is gonna just take forever, isn't it?
I do have one sort of memento from her. It's some kind of a deed or something like that, as far as I know, or maybe that's sort of an inaccurate translation of whatever it is in your culture, but that's what it sort of always looked like to me. And she'll show him the piece of paper. Yeah, sure, as long as he doesn't look like he's gonna rip it or something. Oh, yes, that's how it works in where I come from.
That's how linear time works. Wow, that was fast.
What do you mean sent me there? Okay. Wow. All right.
Hey, Aurelia, that was fast.
Aurelia would probably ask to go with him, except she was probably shocked enough that she didn't think of it until he already left.
Man, it took my dad like, I don't even know how my dad found me, but man, you just walked into his city. That's the first person you saw, and like, hey, what's up?
Yeah, which is really funny too, because you've got the whole angel thing going on, which you would think would be a bit more of a tip-off.
Easier, yeah. Like, really?
Yeah.
You had to find mine.
Yeah, probably has to do with the whole mood thing. Sure. Well, she's gonna shake hands and be kind of confused because, I mean, I think she knows that she's been here before, but she is surprised that people would like remember her or anything. Like she was just a kid, and she doesn't think she was here for very long, although she's not 100% sure. Right. Okay. Well, this is, I mean, this is interesting. I can't say I don't like the attention. I'm just a little surprised.
So, does anybody say anything about my stick? Okay. All right.
Okay.
Oh, finally, Grim gets some attention.
What kind of attention?
Nice.
That is in character from Mike, by the way.
That's just kind of. It's been a while since I've heard that, but okay.
At least they're honest.
I guess, but still.
I like these people.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah. That was out of character.
This place...
I don't think it really... Serial definitely said that.
Yes, definitely. That would be a Serial thing.
Yeah.
This place rules.
I'm glad you think so.
Do I recognize her?
Don't fuck this one up.
Oh, with advantage? Did you say with... Oh, thank God. Okay.
I love this game. Dungeons and Dragons is a good game, guys.
From a nat 1 to a nat 20. What the fuck?
That's amazing. Holy shit. Okay, well. Okay. Huh. Okay. Well, gonna sort of... Riley's probably still kind of shocked. I mean, she was sort of expecting it, but like it's still weird. You're expecting it, but it's still weird when it happens, right? So.
I mean, I wasn't expecting it when it happened to me.
Well, right, okay, but I'm talking about this particular case, obviously. So she's gonna sort of, hesitantly like step forward, and then, just I don't know, she's gonna see what her mom does. Like if she reaches out to her or what. She's kind of confused. She doesn't know what to do. I don't know. Yeah, I'm glad to see you again. I realize a little disappointed that her mom is in sadness mode or whatever, but well, I mean, I don't think she said that out loud. You mean just getting here? Well, it wasn't that hard. I mean, it was a few hours hiking, I guess. It wasn't super easy, but sure. All right. Okay. Yeah. Let's do that then.
Okay.
Aurelia feels very awkward right now. This is not. This is not a frequent. Like this is not a common experience for her, but.
Yeah, you don't meet your mother every day.
Well, that part isn't a common experience for her either. But specifically feeling awkward and not knowing what to say.
Oh, okay.
Huh. That's weird.
Oh, Sarah Jessica Parker. What would I have to roll to identify what the hell those things are? Okay, I might actually be good at that. Hey, I'm proficient in it, at least. Jesus Christ, I cannot roll for shit today!
Nope, no idea. All right, well, I'll go ahead and follow them.
Yeah, I mean,
see you later, Mom.
I thought I had the awkward family reunion.
At least you guys got yours.
Are your parents also missing?
Yes, it's the reason I've been traveling this whole time.
Oh, we should probably get on that at some point.
To be fair, I didn't even know my dad existed, so.
Well, presumably you knew he existed.
I didn't know if he was alive or not.
You were not created by parthenogenesis.
You don't know that. You know how Estimir work. That's also well, yeah.
All right, well, let's go to the rooms and hang out, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, let's hang out.
Really just wants to talk to her mom, but didn't seem like that was really happening in that circumstance, so she's fine with waiting. Cool. Aurelia will probably take a nap.
Like, literally does not feel tired ever. So.
Nice.
Oh.
Makes sense.
So none of those deers that are in the wonderful picture are in this meal. Okay.
I guess they don't take kindly to slaying creatures in this realm, then.
And
I guess it's good for me to know that before I start craving some meat.
Hey, Mom. Aurelia will reciprocate. Although maybe slightly less enthusiastic. Yeah. I don't know what that means. Well, I mean, I think that is how humans work, generally speaking, is they kind of just age in a straight line. Did you never notice it? Well, yeah, they usually. I mean, I think it's often that's probably because they die.
good.
No, it's not. Okay, so in that case, I might have some not great news for you. Which is, Dad died a few years ago.
Oh. And he was such a handsome man. That's what I saw in him when we first met. Such a handsome man.
Okay, well, I mean, fair enough. That is often why people become attracted to each other. Aurelia's feeling very awkward right now. But yeah, so I mean, in terms of the age stuff, I don't really know how that's gonna work for me. I think, as far as I know, I've aged pretty normally up till now. And I mean, I look around the normal age for someone my age who is like a human or an elf or whatever. Actually, I forget. In this world or this version of D&D, do elves age like early on at the same pace as humans and then live longer, or do they grow up slower too?
Well, in this case, elves physically at least age slower than humans.
Okay, fair enough.
And so you would, compared to a human of your same age, look rather underdeveloped.
Fair enough. I don't really remember. Oh, I guess I said. Well, maybe Aurelia is older than I wrote down then. I don't know.
Well, just in general, as a
That's fair.
half-elf, you look younger than you would as a human of the same age.
Right, that's fair. But yeah, I don't know if maybe while I'm here I can change my age or anything. I don't know if that's how that works. Maybe not. We'll see, I suppose.
Well, now that you're fully an adult, you should be able to understand your own age. That should help. I mean, the occasional human we bring here, they don't age, so long as they're here.
Right. I just mean, when you say that you're as old as you feel, I mean, does that mean that people can change their age if they start feeling different? Like, could someone like
Yes,
start? Okay.
of course.
Can you do it intentionally, or it just sort of happens depending on how you're feeling?
Well, some days I'm feeling older. Like when I found out that I had a child growing inside me. That was something.
Fair enough.
But other days I feel just like a kid again, and so I am.
Huh. How old does she look right now, like in human terms?
You could be sisters.
Oh wow, okay, that's because like Aurelia is like looks like a teenager, but well, not maybe not. I don't late.
She would probably be the older sister, but still.
Fair enough. Okay, that's fair. Also weird, but fair. Okay, well, I mean, that's pretty cool. I guess maybe I'll figure that out later and see if I can do that too. So I mean, I really just came here to sort of find you and to visit at least. I don't know how long I'll stay, but
You're not going to stay for good?
Well, I mean, maybe one day. I don't know if I would be interested in staying for good right now. Kind of feel like I've still got things to do back home. I mean, well, to be honest, I mean, I kind of feel like I'm supposed to, be in charge of Viana, like Dad was.
Oh,
But
that's right. He did say he was in charge of things.
yes, oh wow, you really didn't know that much about him, or well, maybe that's
well,
not fair.
I knew plenty about some of him.
Okay, that's a weird thing to say to me. Thank you for that. Well, that's fine. I mean, you obviously don't care much for a lot of human affairs, so I can't blame you for that. Okay. Well, so I mean, I know I've been here before, and a lot of things seem kind of familiar, but I feel like I don't really know much about this place, or what goes on here, what you do here. I mean, to be honest, I don't even remember your name actually, so I kind of feel like there's probably a lot you could teach me.
Well, do you want the tour?
Sure. I mean, or we can just stay here and chat. It's either way is fine.
Oh, but you have to see everything. It's all so wonderful. And since you asked, my name is Quinnis, and this is the Quilortha Sealy Court.
Cool. Can you spell those things?
Yes, I can.
Alvin words always a muddle of.
Okay. Well, sure. Let's go look around then. You can show me the sights. Tell me what I'm interested to know what kind of thing, like what you do here. I don't really know how things work here. Like, do you have a job? Do you guys just sort of sit around doing whatever? Is someone in charge?
I'll show you what we do. Follow me. And as you leave the room, Lorem, who is in the other room, he invites himself along.
Sure.
He promises that he will stay quiet and in the back.
Okay, yeah. I'll introduce him to my mom.
Big fat grin on his face, no longer able to hide his incredible joy and curiosity at seeing all of this.
Yeah, that's fair.
And the rest of you can either go with Aurelia or stay where you are, or
I'll go.
track down another Eldarin and ask for a different tour.
Yeah, I'll go with Serial. Not Serial. Yeah. Yep. Names.
Wow.
Names. I'll go with Aurelia.
There we go.
Yes. Christ, we've only been playing this game for like 6 months, and I'm still having trouble with names.
Grenache would tag along if he's invited. If not, he'd just be practicing his key control.
Well, you're not you're not specifically invited, but no one's going to stop you.
Yeah. Aurelia is maybe not super thrilled with the fact that now everyone is tagging along with her tour with her mom, but she's
hey, you know what that thing's called? That's a bitch, payback.
When
I fucking met my dad, and you fucking like, I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna go with. Everybody went with me. Went to my private thing.
Well, I don't remember how that went down, but I feel like you asked us to. So
I didn't actually.
And he did kind of have some Greek chorus moments.
Yeah, that was mostly just making fun of him, though. All right. Well, she's not too. I was gonna say she's not also. So, yeah, it's fine.
Well, in any case, Quinnis leads you around the buildings, which you note are actually fairly sparsely populated. Like in a human city with this many buildings and this size, you would expect a certain amount of urban density that just isn't present here.
Right.
Like
that
the numbers
makes sense, though. There aren't that many.
Like you suspect even the numbers that you're seeing are kind of skewed because a lot of them seem to be Eladrin that are curious about you and keep showing up to stare at your group.
That's fair.
No subtlety whatsoever. But she points out buildings that are for painting, buildings for sculpting, uh, buildings for forging some of the fine metal work that you've seen around the city. But you don't really see any sort of fires of industry anywhere. And for that matter, just about everything you encounter is just suffused with magic.
I mean,
The Eladrin seem to use spells as a matter of course for doing just about anything. Well, assuming that the servants don't do it for them.
right. I mean, that all sort of makes sense. Like I don't know, if you don't have like a lot of the things that humans and elves and shit have to worry about, like dying or having to like, you know, they have a much simpler, society and economy, I think, in terms of how they live. So that makes sense. They got time to build these big ass cities that are sparsely populated, because that way everybody gets a big place to live in. Kind of makes sense. Aurelia probably thinks that's cool, while simultaneously being slightly confused by the idea of not having a bunch of peasants to lord things over. But she also knows that this place is different. That's okay.
Well,
Human rules don't apply.
they do have
They do have,
those servants.
yeah, exactly. It's a
Like-
little different though, because that's just having it's.
Well, yeah, Quinnis specifies that that's what the Eladrin call them. They're just sort of short, fey creatures that she explains that they take in when they find them. They're rather helpless on their own. So they do them the favor of bringing them in, teaching them how to prepare rooms, clean spills, wait tables, that sort of thing.
Well, that's very nice. So, who's in charge around here anyway?
Oh, that would be our King Quoth and Queen Quilia.
Oh, you guys really like the whole Q thing, don't you?
We are the Quilortha.
Yeah. So, does literally everyone have a name starting with Q?
Yes, that is how we can tell that we are from Quilortha. The other Sealy courts use other words, use other letters and sounds.
That's fair. Oh, I feel bad that none of my names begin with Q.
Well, your father insisted on naming you.
Yeah, that makes sense. No. Banned. I fucking hate that stupid book.
And just to specify,
is the king a raven by any chance?
a what?
A
Raven. Quoth the Raven. Nevermore.
Oh.
I keep
No.
hearing about this guy Quoth the Raven.
But now that you mentioned the Sealy Court royalty, she says, your mother says, why, we should have you meet them. Oh, they'll be so overjoyed to see you if they're green.
Oh.
But in
Will they? Why? I should ask about that too. Why were so many people excited to see me? I mean, I am pretty great, but I am surprised. There's just not that much sort of happen here. Is it rare enough to have like a
children are
visitor?
Children are rare enough on their own. A child with a human. You're the first our court has ever seen. Everyone knew about you. Everyone doted on you when you were young. And we were all sad to have to part with you. That's why everyone is so happy to see you back. Or stoic. Or a little less sad. Depends on the mood.
No, I get it. It sort of depends. All right. Well, yeah, let's keep going on the tour, I guess.
She eventually takes you to the highest tower in the city. The stairs look daunting, but then you discover that they are animated.
Oh,
and move
sweet!
you
They have
upwards
escalators.
automatically.
Wow, fantasy escalators.
Indeed.
When are they going to get escalators at the Teleport Authority?
When they have a second floor. But when you get to the very top, you enter a large round throne room with walls that sort of balloon outwards and large windows that you wouldn't expect a structure like this would be able to support, but then you're used to buildings made of stones rather than carved out of a single block of crystal.
Right.
So
yeah.
what do you know?
Fair point.
And the king and queen are not in their lavishly decorated thrones. They're actually sharing a moment together, staring out over the city, over the giant waterfall above which the city is built. And both of them appear to be in their autumn aspect, which means they're probably calm.
And red-haired.
Yes.
Or brown-haired.
And they turn when Quennis calls to them, and they look over at you, and they give like a small smile, like not as big as Quennis's joyful grin, but they seem happy to see you, nevertheless.
Oh well, I greet them.
How do you greet them?
I don't know. Bow, probably. I mean, they're royalty, right?
Right. Just wanted to be clear because of that. And they do, in fact, take your greeting as natural. And they say, the half-elf.
Well, I mean, sort of. Do they call themselves elves?
No, but they're calling you a half-elf, which I'm guessing might be a little bit of an insult. I don't know.
Well, that's why I was asking Bobbin.
Well, we are the Eldarin, and we are also elves.
Okay.
The names both apply.
Fair. Okay, I was just checking. Because I wasn't sure if they were under like the impression that Aurelia was half Eladrin and half elf.
So, back with us at last. And I should add that in terms of appearances, they actually don't appear to be that physically different from anyone else in the Sealy court. But they do have this sort of imperial, arrogant cast to their faces that lets you know that they have authority and they're used to using that authority on others.
Yeah.
So they're the right kind of people. My kind of people.
Yeah, Lake has not bowed, by the way.
Yeah, Lake's standing in the background anyway.
Because of that, they ignore Lake.
Well, yeah, okay. I don't know if Aurelia is gonna. I mean, Aurelia is not really gonna say much because you know these people, so she's kind of gonna wait for her mom to say something, I think.
Well, as soon as they take stock of you, they actually look over at Loram, who bows to them, and they say, you're one of those you're one of the tree's creations, are you not? He says, The mother tree? Well, yes. Yes, from what we understand, the mother tree did create the elven races based on you, from what I understand. And Quoth nods at this. Says, yes. Mortal elves. To suit a mortal realm, I suppose. But if you are wondering, the tree would have knowledge of us. It was our people who planted her back in the day.
Yeah,
Huh.
it was probably a mistake.
I mean, not really. Okay.
That was me, not Aurelia.
I know.
And, well, Lorem is very intrigued by this statement. Says, really? You planted the mother tree 12,000 years ago? And Quoth shakes his head. Well, not me or my court, but Eladrin, yes. Not sure why, but it happened. And so at this point, Lorem just starts peppering him with questions. And so Quillia goes up to you, Aurelia, and says,
Yeah.
So, how have you been?
Well, not bad. I suppose after I left here, I went to my to live with my dad and his. He was the Prince of Vienna. It's a city-state where I come from, and then we. I was there for a while, and a few years ago he died, and I kind of got exiled by my brother, who wanted to rule. It's a whole thing. I'll probably sort it out one day. Anyway, yeah, so I've been adventuring since then, doing, I don't know if people do that here, going out and sort of solving problems for people and, fighting the bad guys, that sort of thing. I don't know if that is something you're familiar with or not. Apologies if it is.
So, you solve problems for people?
Yeah, generally speaking, yeah, that kind of.
That's interesting. Well, as it so happens, we do have a problem that could use solving.
Oh, I mean, if it's something that I could help with, I'd be willing to give it a shot, I'm sure. Unless it's something way beyond my abilities.
Well, it's this nasty bit of business. Something we thought we had put behind ourselves, but they just keep forcing the issue.
Ooh.
Well, it is. Do you know what hags are?
Yes.
Vaguely, yeah.
Oh. Well, I have heard that they have wandered into the human dimension from time to time. I suppose that must be how you've heard of them.
Yeah.
But the ones I'm thinking of are kept right here in the Feywild, and not so far from our own realm. It is a group of 3 hags, a coven, I believe they call themselves. They insist. Well, do you know what hags do?
That's a good question. I mean, I rolled pretty well last time to know what a hag was, but would that roll carry over?
They eat babies.
Oh,
They actually do.
Yes, it is such a disgusting habit.
Wait, I thought whose babies do they eat here?
Well, naturally they must travel into the human realm in order to fetch them. I believe they also explore other dimensions as well. Plus, well, we don't have very many children, but we are not the only race in the Feywild.
Right.
Those hags.
I can't believe I guessed correctly. I was literally just thinking of like Baba Yaga or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they're based off of. So.
Yeah, well, why not just that? All right.
Yes, these disgusting, awful creatures are making demands of us.
Oh, like what?
Well, they wish for us to fetch them babies to eat, as if we would do such a thing.
That's horrible.
That does sound kind of gross, yeah, actually.
Also, they're very lazy.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. I suppose once they reach a certain age or reach a certain weight, perhaps, that makes them wish for children, but not wish for the effort it takes to collect them.
Can I roll insight here just to like make sure she's telling the truth about all this?
You may.
Hey, look, it's my first good roll all night.
Huh. It's a dice rolling shortcut now. It's weird. Okay, let me just check something here. Oh, it's 4d20s. That's what happened. Huh.
Oh yeah, that's a change.
All right.
Huh.
Oh, okay. The
dice roll on the top
dice,
left.
Yeah, the dice roll on the top left, like that, or like this.
Damn.
Oh, this.
A lot better than my rolls.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I will say this. From the way she seems to be avoiding certain topics while discussing this with you, you get the sense that Quillia is not telling you the whole truth.
Yeah. Okay.
But as she
is she telling the truth about the eating babies thing?
In all likelihood, yes.
All right.
Fair enough.
It's not about what she's saying, it's about what she's not saying presently.
Okay.
Lies of omission, essentially.
Yeah, I know it.
What she says is that, well, if you have in fact grown up to be a problem solver, then perhaps you could solve this problem for us. We would be willing to compensate you for the time and effort it takes. Naturally.
Fair enough.
Okay.
And
do you guys actually use money here? Work.
Money?
Okay, I'll take that as a no then.
Oh, right. The currency system that the humans use. We do trade with other Seelie courts and with the odd unseelie trader.
Fair enough. Okay, well, I don't...
And so we do, of course, understand that that effort deserves reward. So
sure. Oh yeah, no, I know that. I was suddenly curious to ask about that. All right. Yeah. Well, I don't want to promise anything immediately, but I can certainly look into it and see if that's the kind of problem I might be able to solve. I'll speak with my my companions about it.
Well, if you can, please make sure that those 3 hags stay away from us for good. Whatever you need to do to make that happen, just please do. You'd be doing us a great favor, and, well, we are happy to have you back with us after all this time. But it would make us even happier to know that you remember us fondly and are willing
How
to...
do they... Oh, sorry.
That you remember us fondly and that you are willing to act as part of... Consider us part of your family, as we consider you.
Oh, I appreciate that. Yes, yeah, I'm sorry, just like, how do they mark the passage of time here?
Short answer, they don't. Either it's
That's
been a
fair.
while or it just happened.
Fair enough. I guess they don't often need to make agreements or anything that rely on lengths of time then.
Nope.
That's fair.
And now that you've been in this realm for several hours, you've noticed that the light has not changed at all. It is still just after dawn.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. Well, I'm ready to finish with these guys if everybody else is. I don't know.
All
I mean,
right.
I am. So.
Well, Quennis will take you around town for a bit longer, but not. You don't see anything particularly new. And
That's fair.
eventually she brings you back to your current quarters.
I do have another question for her though, which is like, so do we have, like, I don't really know how families work here. Like, do people have like kids and stuff, or is everybody just sort of vaguely related? Like, do I have any like aunts or uncles or grandparents or anything?
Well, when an Eldarn wishes to belong to a group, they join a Seelie court. When Eldarn wish to feel alone for a while, they leave the court and become unseelie.
I see.
And sometimes when we are part of a group for long enough, one of us will have a child. It is the responsibility of everyone in the court to help raise that child.
Fair enough. So do you have...
So in human
parents?
terms, it's a free love commune.
That's fair. But do you have like parents? Or do you
Everybody
sort of
has
just consider everyone
parents,
who raised your
Aurelia.
parents?
Well, of
Well,
course.
I'm still trying to figure it out.
Well, of course, I had a mother, but it was so long ago. I've been part of 5, 6 Seelie courts since then. Not sure I'd even recognize her.
Okay, that's interesting. Sort of a little bit weird to me, but I get it. Things are different here. What about the king and the queen? Like, are they an exception? Do they always, like, could one of them decide to leave the court, or are they sort of permanent?
Well, they are the court. It was their idea to form this court.
I see.
So that's why they get to be in charge. If they leave, then either the court dissolves or two new people take their place.
I see.
It all depends on what we want.
And anyone could just decide to form a court if they wanted to?
Yes. Of course, it's quite a lot of work to bring enough Eldarn together to count as a court. Otherwise, you're just unseelie traveling in a group.
Right. Okay, well, that's interesting. Huh, all right. Good to know.
Are non-Eladrin Fae Can they be part of the courts, or is it just Eladrin?
Oh, it's just Eladrin.
Okay.
I mean, well, we invite other Fae to come and join us for a while, but they always move on eventually.
All right, so like there's no pixies or something around here saying that they're part of your court. Got it.
Oh, not at the moment, no. I believe there are a couple of satyrs staying with us, however.
Oh, okay.
If you wanted to meet them.
Sure, why not? Seem like fun?
All right.
That's racist. You're assuming they're fun just because there's.
I said it sounds like fun. I didn't say it was guaranteed to be a good time.
Okay. I thought you said they seem like fun.
No, I said that sounds like fun.
Yeah. Well, it sounds whatever. The point is, I thought you said they instead of that.
Oh, okay.
Was the issue.
Well, just incidentally, when you go and meet the satyrs, it turns out they aren't doing anything to fight against stereotypes, because one of them is playing the flute, and the other one wants to get into your pants right away.
Oh, sweet. Yes, let's do it.
Okay.
So that happens, and meanwhile...
Aurelia is very far away when that happens, just to clarify.
All right, yeah, you might want to, go tell Grenache and Serial.
Yeah.
I mean, not with Lake, with the job.
Yeah. Yes, I'm gonna go do that while Lake hangs out with the goat people.
Hangs out, really?
That's what we're gonna call it, okay?
Yeah, okay, so she'll talk about the hag thing. I mean, we did meet that hag, I guess, on the way here, and she seemed cool enough. And she also warned us or something, but I forget what she said. She was talking about her mom, who are maybe these hags,
about the
or maybe
three.
not. Yeah.
Not that I'm there to remind you, but didn't she say that if we were to meet them, to not immediately judge them for how ugly they are?
Yeah, it was probably something like that.
Yeah,
I was talking out of character anyway.
Oh yes, I mean so am I, but
Yeah,
so maybe we should just talk to them first, I guess.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
Because plus,
right.
the queen wasn't telling us the whole deal anyway. So obviously there's something going on that she doesn't want us to know, and so maybe the hags would be a bit more forthcoming about that.
Yeah, well, we could hear their side of the story at least.
Yeah.
I mean, on the other hand, if they really eat babies,
I mean, it's fair.
I don't know if
Yes.
it matters so much what the rest of their story is.
To be fair, it doesn't mean just because she wasn't lying about them eating babies doesn't necessarily mean that's true. That's just what she believes to be true.
Right, I'm just qualifying.
But yeah. If they're eating babies, we should probably kill them.
Yeah. All right. Well, we can go do that whenever. I mean, in character, Aurelia is happy to just hang out with her mom for a while.
Yeah. We can take to them the passage of time doesn't even really mean a thing. So I'm pretty sure they're just well, when we take care of the hag thing, we take care of the hag thing.
Yeah.
What the heck did Grenache just do?
I was just checking how the training was going.
Pretty well, apparently.
So extremely well.
1,000 backflips in a row.
Well, it turns out that all that decoration on every surface makes great hand and footholds. You've climbed up a surprisingly tall tower, and the camera spins around, and you locate all of the subquests in the area.
And then you leap off and land in a pile of hay.
Ah,
Quick, Grunash, you need to go collect like 100 feathers.
I don't have to download any DLC now, do I?
All right. Well, so you will stay in the Eladrin city for an unknown amount of time, but eventually you'll decide to go after the hags. But doing so is going to be this whole big thing, and this seems like a pretty natural stopping point.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Okay.
So, now that you've experienced it, what do you think of the Feywild?
It's awesome. I love it here.
It's pretty neat.
I'm still waiting for the weird shit to happen.
I mean,
Well,
an entire race
there.
of people that changes colors depending on their mood isn't a little bit weird for you?
And changes their age depending
Yeah,
on how
like-
old they feel.
Yeah. Like, you're only as old as you feel, literally.
Aurelia's gonna try to do that while she's here. Like, see if she can make herself feel younger or older or something, and see if she has any ability to change her age. Or
All right, well, that would be pure willpower, so make a wisdom check.
nice. Wait, I'm shit at that.
Nice, my worst save.
Okay, I think I get an extra +1 to that. To this, rather.
All right, bardic bullshit.
Nope. That's not very good.
Okay, well, you try to think of yourself, but you can't really settle on a particular age you want to imagine yourself as, and so you look pretty much the same.
That's fair. Although being able to roll for it implies that it's possible. So can I just keep trying until I'm able to do it?
No, not during this stay in the Feywild.
Damn it. Okay.
Perhaps if you return one day, older and wiser.
One day. Okay. Fine. Wait, hang on a second. Let me just check something. Dang it. Okay, can I retroactively add one of my Bardic Inspiration dice to that? Because I can add those to ability checks.
I forget. Can you use Bardic Inspiration on yourself?
I think so.
Let me check. I have the book right here in front of me.
It says a creature within 60 feet.
You are technically a creature within 60 feet.
My more prominent question is can you use it after you know the result?
Well, no, but I didn't really think of the fact that I didn't realize I was only...
Okay, well, just A, you cannot in fact modify a roll once you know the result, and B, it would have been higher than a 15 anyway.
Oh, okay, fine. Yeah, no, sorry, the issue is not whether, like, using the thing after I know the result. The issue was more that I have to specifically give it to myself before making the roll.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, that
all right. God damn it. This is why I should have invested in wisdom. Even though it's almost completely useless to me other than for skills. Wait, hang on. I can just wait. Hold on. Okay, wait. I've got an excuse for why I should be able to roll again, though. Because I now have the spell polymorph. So I can polymorph myself into a younger. Wait, actually, can you only polymorph yourself into animals or something? I forget how that works. Can you polymorph yourself into a different?
Hold on. Polymorph.
The new form can be any beast.
Oh, beast! God damn it!
Yeah.
Useless. Useless. Okay, never mind then. Fine. I'll just leave and come back later. Or stay here for a long time. I don't know.
Well, you said it yourself. You've got unfinished business back in the realm of mortals.
Yeah, that's true, but it could stay unfinished a while longer. Really, I might be tempted to stay here for a while. At least till she gets bored.
Well, speaking of which, let me just use this weird new function here. Okay. In the real world, 8 days will have passed by the time you decide to get around to dealing with the hags.
Okay.
Okay.
Although
wow, that could have taken a very long time.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, it could have.
All right, I'm gonna stop the recording now.